YouTube. I hope you noticed my awesome new background for Halloween. I'm not up right close because it's still September, so I will probably be videotaping closer and using that as my backdrop. So look forward to that. I am thinking about doing Vlogoween, and I really want to take this seriously and actually talk about some instances and things that are kind of creepy and scary, and my Halloween costume, which I think I mentioned a little bit before. So, I hope you all enjoyed my previous videos. I had a lot of comments like, oh, this is awesome, and getting to know me, and this is definitely going to be another getting to know me video. I am still waiting on my subscription box, and look forward for October. I will be opening some Halloween, definitely food subscription boxes. I am super excited. And so if you looked at the title of this, I am talking about my personal life. I kind of mentioned this before about making my YouTube channel and why I started, but I'm going to go more in depth. So I'm going to talk about my depression, anxiety, and my eating disorder, especially when I was younger and like me today. So I think I did mention this in starting my YouTube channel. I moved from Chicago, Illinois to St. Louis, Missouri as a 14-year-old, and I started becoming really depressed. Moving, like I didn't have that many friends. In the past, I kind of had issues making friends to begin with, and I was very slow at making friends. And kind of like a shy person. Like, I'm still shy, but I'm probably a lot more outgoing than I used to be, but like still at times I can be like shy. So I had like severe depression freshman year of high school, but interestingly enough, I did really well. Probably because I only like focused on like getting good grades, and like that was all I had. That's also when I started developing probably my eating disorder, and I have slightly mentioned this on Tumblr, but I don't believe I mentioned it anywhere else, and I've seen a lot of videos and people talking about it, and so I was like, well, like maybe I should talk about it myself, because I personally talk about being like fat and happy, being like awesome, like you should love yourself and like be queer, be agender, be like that. And so I really want to talk about like some issues that have built me to like where I am now. So with my depression, and so okay, I moved, right? And then I started developing a lot more issues. So this is when I got diagnosed with my asthma. I started having issues with my stomach, and I'm actually developing them again. So we think it's IBS, and that my IBS just kind of goes in and out, and then I'm developing worse symptoms again, and it's making me now not want to eat. It makes me really sick. I get sharp pains in my stomach, and I was experiencing this at 14. This is when my arm started developing pain, and I started getting pain in my side here. I still have, and they don't really know what's going on. So I was in severe pain, and every time I ate something, I would experience a lot of pain. This is also when I stopped eating a lot. I started working out like over amount of time, like too much, to where I had a doctor ask me. I went to a current kind of situation where they asked like how much do you exercise, and I was like telling them how much I was exercising and like what I'm gonna probably do in the future when I start exercising again, and they were like, wow, that's too much in one round. I'm like, that is the only way I know how to do it. But it would be to the point, since I wouldn't eat, and with the asthma, I have like exercise induced asthma, I would be like seeing stars and like almost passing out. It's amazing. Um, Definitely like it was a drastic kind of thing, and like I lost a bunch of weight within that time, and so I'd say in that time that's when my anxiety, like all those issues bundling up, started. But my anxiety has gotten worse than I would necessarily say better. But I've never like taken any medicine. A lot of times, like I would work out to like make me feel better, and like and then like overworking out and just like it was something serious. Okay, so it kind of sucked because not this like really just occurred for 4+ years, like all through high school. And then college, I got like super sick, and that's probably the only reason that it stopped, and like I started gaining a bunch of weight, and so now it's like, ugh. Like I've become better with myself and body acceptance, but it still sucks, and I would say like there's still always that kind of like thing in the back of your mind. Now, when I dropped the weight, I still like saw myself as like being fat, and of course, in society, I was still considered fat. Yeah. And when you like have an eating disorder and you're still considered plus size, it's like, oh, I mean, I can keep doing this and nobody's gonna say anything, and nobody did. I would like go days like not eating, and then like my friend from Chicago was like, "What'd you eat today?" And I was like, "Nothing," and they would be like, "Okay, you need to eat." And literally like having my dad and having my mom like call me fat. So they are fat themselves, just a heads up. But yeah, like because I used to wear skinny jeans and whatnot. And you can go ahead and go back, like I have videos on here, and like I remember just like looking at my thighs and going, my thighs are so thick. And like the other night I was looking at pictures of myself and I was like, dude, when I was like doing those pictures, I thought that my thighs were so fat and they were so disgusting, and just like, oh, I just wanted thinner thighs, and like I look scary thinny. Scary thinny, that's not a word. And it's scary like how much I'm really supposed to weigh, because I think if I ever weighed that, like I would look so scary. And it kind of hurts that like if I were to weigh that, like how scary I would look, because just looking at pictures of being thinner, I look scary and I look unhealthy because I was being unhealthy, and it's just it's a scary thing. So like I'm planning on losing weight, but not because I'm like upset with my body or anything like that, but like I said, exercising makes me feel better and helps with my anxiety. But I don't want to do it in an unhealthy way where I'm not eating and like not taking care of myself, because that's not an okay thing to do. And like it can really be tough. And I just like being like in high school, or like it wasn't even like high school, it was just like the fact that I was depressed, and like it was almost like this is something that I can control, and like you hear that a lot, like this is something you can control, and like it was, and the fact that I like moved, and I just was not happy in the situation that I was, and I was becoming depressed, and I was having severe anxiety, and like just kind of forlorn, like, oh, this is my situation, and yeah, it ended up getting better, but it still was like, this is not where I want to be in my life, you know what I mean? It kind of sucks. Where I am now is, like I said, I'm like fine with my body, and like I'm super confident, and the only reason I would ever want to work out is because that's how I deal with my depression and my anxiety, and like to me it works wonders. Like, that doesn't mean everyone will work wonders, but like for me, like that makes me feel good. Like I can get that anxiety out, feel so much better, and like with the depression, like feel so much better because I worked it out and like, but yeah. So all my issues started at 14, and like it sucks because I still have like that stuff. I still deal with anxiety and like being super anxious all the time, or like thinking about, oh man, I should have said this or done that or whatnot. But then at that day, it's like you have to let it go and just like be yourself, be awesome, and accept yourself. And like I know a lot of people, like whoever's watching this, if you're going through it, like things you'll end up in a better, like I don't want to be cliche or something, like it gets better, but like just things do change, and like you'll feel differently, and like things will come in and out of your life, and you probably will feel better. Um, because I know that I feel better, like, and it kind of sucks with like issues like that you know your body does change with it, and like getting better sometimes like requires that, but like it really, it's like you have to just love yourself and really be like, yes, this is who I am. So like in high school I wasn't like, I'm an agender queer person. I didn't know that. And so I think all of this journey has made me who I am and who I will be in the future. So we have to go through things that suck and hear things like people say stupid things to become the person we are. And a lot of times you're that better person. So I just want you to know. So yeah. Comment down below. Do you want me to talk about more serious stuff? What topics would you like me to talk about? More personal things? Would you like me to explain more about this issue? And as always, peace, love, Lakin. Bye!